This is the plaintiff, Sylvia Waymer. She says her daughter unfortunately died, and the defendant, her daughter's friend, has a lot of her valuable belongings and refuses to return them. It's not like the girl was her lover or anything. She has no right to keep her daughter's stuff, and she hopes the judge can sort this big mess out so everyone can simply move on. She's suing for $5,000, the value of the stuff being held hostage. This is the defendant, Val Sherelle Holmes. She says she is shocked and outraged by this lawsuit because the plaintiff's daughter asked her to keep the things in question from her mother because she didn't want her to have them. She's simply respecting her dear friend's wishes and doing as the girl asked. She's accused of making a mom mad. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for harassment, pain and suffering, slander, and malice.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sylvia Waymer? Waymer, you are suing Val Sherelle Holmes?
Yes.
Your daughter's friend for $5,000. You say you're out actually more than that in property that belonged to your daughter who has passed away, and you feel that Val Sherelle is inappropriately keeping them. I'm very sorry for your loss. When did your daughter die?
September 16, 2011.
And this is your good friend?
Yes.
And I'm very sorry for your loss. What did she die of?
Well, she went to the hospital for pneumonia. She was on a respirator. They gave her a feeding tube, and something went wrong. She ended up, her appendix and small intestines ruptured while she was in a medically induced coma. When they did the surgery, it was too late. Her whole body she had poisoned the inside of her body from the rupture of the intestines.
Wow. And she was in the hospital and they didn't know it was rupturing?
She kept running a fever, and I kept asking them why. And they were like, well, maybe it's the feeding tube. It's not, and...
And it's pneumonia that brought her in?
She went in with pneumonia.
All right. Okay, and so tell me why you're here.
I'm here because on September 2nd, Val Sherelle went with my daughter to the emergency room, to NYU Medical Center. Now, prior to that, on the 1st, that Thursday, September 1st, I had went to see Sequoia, who was in Daughters of Jacob, which is a rehab facility.
She was in a rehab facility? For what issue?
Because she is obese, and she had sleep apnea, and she was there to lose weight, and, her medical issues.
Okay.
So on Thursday, I went to see her, and she told me, well, you got to come. I don't feel good. I want to go to the hospital. So I had cashed a check for her and gave her in a total of $1,300 that she wanted me to bring there because she said she was going to go to the hospital, and Val Sherelle, who was like her legs in terms of going to the bank for her making deposits, was going to come there that day or that evening or something to make her deposit. So while I was there that Thursday, I said, well, listen, I said, Sequoia, if you're really sick, you need to go to the hospital. She was like, oh, no, I'm all right. I'm going to go tomorrow. So then that Friday, I called her. I was calling her phone all day. I never got an answer. So I was like, well, I guess eventually when she seen me calling, she's going to call me back. I never got a call from Sequoia. I got a call from the doctors at NYU telling me that she had been there from early afternoon and they needed someone to sign off on her being incubated because her condition was worsening. She was saying, like, well, her sister's here. And I'm like, sister? I said, she doesn't have a sister. Okay? So I left my house.
Can you hold on one second because I want to ask a question? You brought her into the emergency room?
Yes,
This was sort of planned though, right? Like, because she knew she wanted to go in that day?
Yeah, she wanted to go in.
Why didn't Sequoia or you call the mom and let her know what was going on?
Her mom is the reason why she also delayed her time to go into the hospital. because she was waiting for her check to pay her bill. She knew that if she didn't wait for her mother to bring her money, she wouldn't be having to pay her bills because her mom is not trustworthy. So Sequoia put on her health because her mother.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's on Sequoia. It's not on her mother. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So in order to pay some bills, she delayed going into a hospital that she needed to go into? I'm not understanding.
Because she has to pay her bills, so her mother is not trustworthy with her money.
Well, her mother delivered the money, so I'm not sure how she's not trustworthy. She's the one who delivered the money that day. That doesn't answer the question of, I'm sort of curious, is it that Sequoia doesn't, in your estimation, she didn't have a good relationship with her mother?
No.
Who's the one who finally, I guess I'm curious if you're there with her and things are going very wrong and she has to be intubated in order to breathe. Intubated means that they're putting, you know what it means, right?
Yes.
I mean, they're putting the tube through her mouth and because she can't breathe on her own. This is very, very serious.
Yes.
At some point, you don't call her mother?
I actually did call her mother.
Okay.
First of all, I asked her, I said, you want me to call your mother? She said, you can if you want to. That's what she told me.
Who's the gentleman with you?
This is her companion, Ray. He could attest for everything.
Say that again, I didn't understand.
His name is, this is her companion, Ray.
Whose
Ray
companion?
my god sisters.
Are you referring to Sequoia?
Yes. She knew me since I was a baby.
Okay, so come on up, yeah. I'm sorry for your loss, too.
Yes, my name is Renette Cosby III. I had known the deceased for about 11 and a half years, and I was her closest friend and companion. I know all her
Were you a
business.
boyfriend or no?
Yes, I was involved with her.
Okay. All right, so you have Sequoia's stuff.
Yes.
Did Sequoia have a will?
She didn't have a winning will.
Okay.
But she made it very clear that she did not want her mom to have her things. I have witnesses, letters from her cousin, her little brother, and her roommates. Sequoia had 2 roommates, and they could attest to the same thing that I just tell you.
That she didn't want her mother to have
Yeah,
things?
she didn't want her mother to have her stuff. Her mother would steal every month out of her check. Every month. This is why when you ask me the question
When you say you have witnesses,
before,
I want to see what you have.
Yeah.
What do you got?
it's all the notarized statements right here.
Is all the stuff here?
Yes.
That's like 2 shopping bags. That's nothing.
Yes. And
This is the property.
it's the property that she's
the property
asking
that's
for.
at hand.
Okay.
That's the
So there's
art.
jewelry there and everything else?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What is your plan?
It's my plan. Well, I'm just respecting Sequoia's wishes.
Well, what's your plan? What are you going to do with
my
all
plan.
that stuff?
Hold on to it. I'm not gonna. I actually was gonna
Just hold on the rest of your
over-
life? Like,
Well, Sequoia, no, that's what she knows me to hold on to her things. I would never sell them or give them away.
what are you going to do with them? You're just going to carry them everywhere, every apartment you go to, every house you go, like just the rest of your life, you're just going to carry them around?
No. Well, she would wanted me to have some of the things, and I was going to talk it over with her fiance.
And figure out what to do with the other
Yes,
thing?
because she would want certain people to have like her nephew, which she loves a lot.
How long did you know Sequoia?
All my life. She knew me since I was a baby, same as Miss Sylvia.
Was there a funeral for Sequoia?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there something pending on that?
I still owe them money, if that's what you mean.
No. Where are her remains?
At my house. She was cremated.
She was cremated. Okay, because one of the things you said in your answer to the complaint was that she wasn't even cremated yet.
Yeah, she wasn't. She just was cremated last week.
Is that accurate?
This is accurate. You can call the funeral home.
Yes, she was cremated last week.
So you are kind of all young to ask this of, but have you ever had like situations in your family where somebody died and everybody got angry?
Yes.
Okay, why does death bring out such anger in people?
I think it brings about anger because you're losing a part of yourself, so you're trying to fill that in with like all the problems that are happening. It's like the money is like trying to fill that hole in your heart, you know what I mean?
That's well said. What do you think?
Well, I guess, yeah, you kind of lose a part of yourself and you need to like fill that up, like she said.
Wow, I didn't think you guys would have an opinion about this, but you are well said, going inside the courtroom.
There's an affidavit here from someone by the name of Samuel Morales. Do you know
Yes.
Samuel Morales?
That's my husband's son, Sequoia's half-brother.
Who says that you were collecting money for Sequoia's funeral, and according to him, nothing was paid to the funeral home of the money that you collected. In fact, he
No,
has some
that's
choice
not
things
true.
to say.
I
I
mean-
later found out from Ms. Holmes that all the money that was raised by Ms. Waymer was wasted on drugs. How do you know she wasted the money on drugs? Where did you get that from?
Eyewitness saw her, and from her family
Saw her
members.
what?
Getting hired the same day of the funeral, just a few hours later, in a house where they had a reservation for the family. You know, the repast where they have dinner. They was rushing them out. As eyewitness saw her, and her family said the same thing. They confirmed it.
High on what drugs?
Cocaine and crack.
Do you have, everyone here is on the same page that there is no will, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did either one of you, or any of the three of you, ever go to probate court to be named the administrator? Okay. And has the probate court named you the administrator? May I see that?
Oh, I don't have. I don't have the actual paper because I have a lawyer that's looking into, like, with her cause of death, because there's another lawsuit that's going on, so he's handling that in terms of them.
Has he petitioned in probate court to have you named the administrator?
I'm not sure.
Do you have anything that I can look at in this trial to give you a right to take over all her possessions? In other words, if she dies intestate, and she doesn't have children, right?
No.
Okay, the next place, we go down first, then we go up, and you are the mother. Is there a father?
Her father passed away in 1995.
Okay. But that doesn't just happen in a hallway. That happens through probate court, and if you want to be able to go into, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a sentence.
I'm sorry.
If you want to be able to go into her bank accounts and all that stuff, you have to be named the administrator, or you have to be named the administrator, or you have to be named the administrator. Someone has to actually go to court, and then the court has to name you, not you file something in a clerk's office, but the court has to find you to be the administrator after considering all the circumstances, like, for example, the stuff you're saying. Okay, all that has to be taken into consideration. Did you two ever go to court to try to...
No. Well, Koya, before she died, she did ask me to be her health proxy.
That's fabulous, but are you? And that's a health proxy. That's not this. And so, this is a different issue. You got to go through probate court. Don't touch or dispose of a single thing. That is a direct court order. Do you understand me?
Sure.
I don't think you will, because obviously you have everything here and you were waiting for me to say whatever I'm going to say. Okay, so I'm going to dismiss this case without prejudice for you to be able to bring it to probate court. So make sure you call your lawyer and explain what just happened, and then, you take it from there. Now, you have a counterclaim against her for $5,000 for what?
Harassment, pain and suffering.
What's the harassment?
Harassment, she called and she was even threatening a message on my phone.
Saying what?
She called me at least 10 times. You better give me Sequoia's stuff. I'm gonna file fresh charges on you for robbery and larceny. You robbed Sequoia. All this unnecessary things that she said. And she also involved, called my mom out as well.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't make a $5,000 harassment case. That makes somebody who's difficult to deal with, who thinks she's right and thinks you're stealing stuff. You feel she's a thief, and that's why you don't want to sully Sequoia's memory by giving her stuff that she's going to sell and spend on crack. That's your opinion. Her opinion is this is her daughter's stuff, and she has a right to the stuff. By the way, what is the stuff?
The stuff that she's asking for is material things, jewelry, laptops, her phone, her debit card.
What other stuff is there?
She does what she has.
It's all material things, right?
Yes,
is there
all
something
material.
else? Are there pictures, or what do you mean by that phrase? I don't. No. Okay, all right. And she feels that you shouldn't be the ones to keep it, and that you shouldn't be benefiting from it. And she's the legal heir, and whatever else she feels. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be handled in probate court. Good luck, folks. But on your claim against her for harassment, 0. Right.
Crazy. Your mother don't want to smoke crack, and you know that.
My mother don't smoke crack.
Yes, you do.
Only you do.
Be interesting to see what the plaintiff has to say after coming out. You've heard from the judge. She gave you advice. What do you plan to do next?
I'm going to contact my lawyer and do what she says, because this little girl came into court and actually lied on me, slandered me, and it doesn't make any sense. And she's like, she wants to keep my daughter's stuff because she thinks I'm going to sell it.
That's her opinion.
And did she mention that she's going around telling people, oh, my daughter's still in the freezer, she got a funeral bill? Why didn't she take the money that she took from my daughter and put towards the funeral?
What do you want the possessions for?
Because they belong to my daughter, and she's no blood relation. Okay. And my daughter's best friend is in North Carolina, not Vacheron Holmes.
Okay. All right, good luck in probate court. All right, step in here. What's your feeling on what the judge had to say to you?
I wish she would have listened a little bit more, because she would understand where I was coming from. I was respecting my god sister's wishes, that's all. And her mom, everything she said was a lie. There was no $1,300.
Why shouldn't mom be entitled to her daughter's possessions?
Because her daughter clearly said to everyone around her she didn't want her mom to have it. Her mom was not a good person. She
did not support her in any way. Sequoia, the deceased, was actually supporting her mother.
Were you concerned about her going to probate court and going after these possessions?
No. Not because I have enough witnesses to back me up.
All right, Harvey, it's yours.
So when somebody dies, just so you know, it's the probate court that has exclusive jurisdiction to handle these matters. You can't go to small claims court.